Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am glad to be back here. I want to first start off by thanking every single one of you who have left a comment on my channel and sent me a DM via Instagram just asking me how I'm doing. I really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart, especially when I have been absent from YouTube for like a year. So I'm really grateful for every single one of you. Thank you. I am doing well. The family is doing great. We're in good health, and yeah. I mean, how do I summarize 2020? I don't think anyone was expecting 2020 to be the way that it turned out. I mean, we can talk about the pandemic. The pandemic is here and it hasn't gone away still. And besides for the pandemic, I mean, all of the emotional distress, the social injustices, and everything else that was going on during 2020 was very overwhelming. And also just my personal life felt very overwhelming as well. And I'm back here because I'm doing so much better. And I thought that now that I have kind of like figured things out, that it's the right time for me to share what has been going on. Let's address the fact that I have been gone for over a year. That wasn't my intention. I was planning on sharing my personal journey with you guys, but that didn't happen. Because while I was in that process, I just soon discovered I couldn't do it on camera because it would not have been genuine. I needed to do this for me and not for you guys to see, because it would just not have, I wouldn't have the same intention behind it. And plus, I had no idea where I was going to start. I tried, you guys. I really tried. I needed to fix me first before I shared this experience with you guys. And like, let's just take it back to where I was a year ago, telling you guys that I was gonna share my journey with you guys. Let's just take it back there. And this year, I want you guys to follow me on my personal journey to getting back to me. Becoming a mom has been amazing, but I kind of feel like I put myself on the back burner. I really want to focus on my physical health in terms of a weight loss journey and just getting physically stronger. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I am doing. This is something that I want to continue on improving for the rest of my life. So I shared that with you guys, and then I started recording a bunch of videos. And believe me, I tried super hard to try and record a bunch of content with you guys. And you know, I just didn't know where to begin. I was all over the place with it. I didn't know where to start. Yeah, it was all over the place, you guys. I could just play some clips so that you guys can see the effort that I was trying to make, but it wasn't all in vain, because I'm happy that I tried to film that content, to then discover that this is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. This is not gonna be it. I have to find another way of actually going on my journey and allowing myself to do so without other people watching me do it, because I feel like a lot of the time I am a natural sharer and I like to share things, but I want them to be right when I do it, because if I would have shared that type of content, it wouldn't have come across the way that I'm gonna come across now that I've finally been on that journey. So yeah, I just couldn't do it. So last year I tried to set some goals for myself, which I did. I set a ton of goals for myself that I soon discovered that I just couldn't do it. I could not fulfill any of those goals. I was tired. I was overwhelmed with parenthood. I was overwhelmed with a lot of things. I was stressing over the fact that I couldn't reach the goals that I had set for myself. I was just not in a good headspace, you guys. I really wasn't. And not only that, in the beginning of last year, my kids were sick pretty much back to back. So it was very difficult to try and do anything. And at that time I had Aaliyah that was still a baby, and Elias was basically a toddler. But you know, it was a lot. I then tried to do a bunch of things that didn't work out, and soon I was very sad, actually. I wouldn't say that I was depressed, but I was very much in my feelings, and luckily, I had great support from my family and my husband and my friends, in the same situation with kids and stuff like that. So I had people that I could talk to and, kind of like not feel alone in the situation, like I was the only one in the world feeling overwhelmed with everything in life. So what happened was that I then started to, I felt like, okay, I need to, get in better physical shape because my body was feeling very heavy and I was constantly tired. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start working out again. And the problem with me and working out is that I have had a very hard time to commit. I'm very good at starting things, but I have the tendency of not being consistent and committing to certain things in life, such as working out. But last year, I actually set a goal for myself, and my first goal was to commit to one thing, and that was to do a 30-day program that was designed by a family friend. His name is Ubaldo. He's a personal trainer here in Sweden, in Stockholm, a great one at that. And he had kind of like a free 30-day program. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to commit to this 30-day program and do every single exercise here for 30 days, committing to it, like truly committing to it. So that's what I started to do last year. I started on day 1, day 2, day 3. On the 4th day, I remember feeling like, oh my gosh, I just don't have the energy to do it. But I still did it. I had decided that this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish this program. So throughout the month of April, I believe, that's when I did the program. I worked out. I worked out at home. I worked out even when my kids were here. The weather allowed us to be out and work out, and my husband would always support me. So I did all of that. And finally, I reached the 30th day and I had committed to something. And that gave me such a confidence boost in continuing on, trying to pursue new goals, but that were also realistic goals. Not too many goals, just one goal at a time. Beginning of last year, I felt like I had no self-confidence. I just didn't have any self-confidence at all. Committing to working out also showed me that I had discipline. So after the 30 days, I actually started going to the gym and working out consistently. And I did that throughout the whole summer. And as I did that and committed to doing that, my husband did work out as well. So we would like change shifts. So he would go in the morning and I would go in the afternoon. So, we would obviously take care of the kids together. And I went back to work in April, and my husband was on paternity leave. So he was with the kids full time. And, we were just committing to working out. And if we had time, we worked out together and left the kids with a family member. And it was just wonderful. For me, that really changed my whole perspective, because I was like, if I can commit to working out this way, I can make this type of commitment in other areas of my life. And that's what I started to do as well. And that's when I also came up with the fact that I wanted to get back to YouTube. I wanted to commit, but I needed to work on myself a little bit more. And that has led me to where I'm at right now. I'm happy to be back, and I'm happy to be back because now I finally have a purpose. And we can also address the fact that I have changed my channel name from Vanny MDM to Evolve with Vanny, because that's really what my channel is going to be all about from now on. I'm moving on from beauty content, and there are so many beautiful, especially Black sisters out there, or sisters of color, doing great beauty reviews and all that, but I feel like that's not the type of content that I want to make on my channel anymore. And if you guys want to have any other tips on any other females that do beauty content, just pop a comment down below and I will redirect you to their channel. From now on, I want my channel, I want this platform to be about evolving as a person and helping others to do the same. I have been, and I'm still on a self-love journey, and I have allowed myself to see myself for who I truly am. And I feel like I have evolved to the woman that I was always supposed to be. She was hiding somewhere around here, but I feel like she's finally coming forth, and I love it. I'm loving the process. I'm still in the process, but I feel like I'm in the process and I can still talk about the way that I have evolved as a person, as a woman, as a mother, as a sister, as a wife. I mean, there are so many different parts to it. I feel like when it comes to self-love, it's so easy to talk about this concept of self-love, just love yourself and all that, but it's not just loving yourself, it's actually taking action and practicing self-love, because we live in a world where we get easily distracted and we compare ourselves to others, and I feel like it's super important to be rooted in ourselves for us not to get completely lost in whatever the world has put on us to like try to be when we're not. I mean, it's time for us to be who we truly are deep down inside, because that's what really matters. So on this channel, I will be talking about self-love, health, both mental and physical health. I will be talking about motherhood. I will be talking about beauty topics, not necessarily like makeup and stuff like that, but more the concept of beauty or whatever. I will be talking about my journey. I will be talking about relationships, like you name it, things that I feel are a little bit more deep and things that I feel like I really want to talk about. That's what I'm going to talk about here on my channel. And I really hope that you guys are going to stick around, and I hope that you guys are going to love the content that I'm going to share from now on. And please feel free to, you know, still be subscribed, recommend my channel to somebody else, hit the like button, and put on the notification bell so that you know the next time that I upload a video. And I'm here this time to stay. I know that I've said this plenty of times before. Honestly, I've just been like, Vanny, like, get yourself together. You either pull up or you zip your mouth and don't say anything. But I'm truly gonna make an effort. I've got my motivation back. I feel like I really have a purpose. So I really hope that you guys are gonna enjoy the content on my channel. And thank you so much for all the support. And make sure you comment on this video so that I know that you have watched this video, and so that I will continue to make more content for you guys. I'm really excited, and I hope that you guys are excited too. I can barely sit on my chair, but I want to give you guys a virtual hug. Thank you so much for all of your support and for all of the messages that you sent me. And I will see you guys in my next video. Let's evolve together. Bye.